Ali! Ali! Ali!
Ladies and gentlemen, before I begin, how about a big round of applause for our gentlemen the one and only Rick Fox. And now to present the World Heavyweight Boxing Champion with the coveted belt, the World Heavyweight Championship belt, recognized by Ring Magazine. Here is the editor and publisher of Ring Magazine, Nat Lubay. Mr. Lubay.
Ladies and gentlemen of Cleveland, boxing fans everywhere, tonight you will share with us in a very unusual presentation that is usually reserved for only the working press. Some 50 years ago, when the ring had its inception, it was decided that something special should be made up for each champion. Thus, we had the beginning of World Championship belts. To date, 266 such belts have been presented, and tonight we present the 267th. That belt will be presented to Muhammad Ali. Muhammad is the second man, ladies and gentlemen, in the history of entire Boxiana who has ever won the heavyweight championship twice. The first man was Floyd Patterson, and I would like to say at this time that I hope that Muhammad will cherish and be as proud of this as we are in giving it to him. Superstar, super salesman for boxing, Muhammad Ali.
Ladies and gentlemen, seated in the audience this evening is another one of the great stars of the world of entertainment. I don't know where he's sitting, but I'm sure he'll let us know. The one and only B.B. King. And I mustn't forget a guy that I grew up with, and I'm sure a lot of you have did as well. The one and only Mr. B. Billy Einstein. Let's have a hand for Lloyd Price, audience score. Yeah, man, beat. Ladies and gentlemen, 12, 15 rounds of boxing for the World Heavyweight Championship. The judges for this bout: Jack Keogh and Sam Teromina. The timekeeper, Hank Goss. Counting for knockdowns, Vince Reigns. Your referee for this bout, Tony Perez. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger, weighing 225 pounds, from Bayonne, New Jersey, Chuck Wepner.
Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, weighing in tonight at 223 pounds, from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, the World Heavyweight Boxing Champion, Muhammad Ali.
Round one, the bell sounds, and here we go. Wepner comes bouncing across the ring and looks as though he wants to be aggressive right away. Ali, known for slow starts, circling ever so patented to the left. He'll try and show his footwork early in the fight. Let's not forget one thing, Ali does not dance like this for 7 or 8, 9 rounds anymore. He puts on these displays. Wepner will look slow and awkward because he is slow and awkward, but he does deliver a pretty good blow. Another reminder, in talking about what some call the Bayonne bleeder, this fella hasn't been cut in 2 years since an operation over his eye. Ali showing tremendous footwork, but no punches thrown in the fight to this point. Ali is trying to psych his man, trying to make him look awkward at this point. Ali hanging on. He likes to hang on to his man and walk with him. Ali still hasn't thrown his first left jab of the fight yet. We're in round one, the World Heavyweight Championship at stake. Fight promoters around the world are here to see what they can do to perhaps bring around another big heavyweight championship fight. They're talking about the possibility of June. People like Mickey Duff in from London. Ali taunting his man, talking to him, protecting himself. Now he complains about a punch behind the head. Wepner, again, I remind you, has never been actually warned because of illegal punches, where Ali has a tendency to hang on behind the head, which is definitely illegal. So how do you figure? Ali covering up as Wepner tries to work. There's Ali's first punch, and it misses over the shoulder of Chuck Wepner. Ali in the white trunks, of course. Wepner in red, white, and blue. Ali with some roughhouse tactics of his own. Wepner tries to work to his body, comes back up to the head. Now Ali gives him some shots behind the head himself. Look at Ali going to the back of the head. Referee Tony Perez will have his hands full. Ali pulling some semi-counting tactics, and now he's got some viciousness in his eye. Ali is trying to psych Wepner is what he's doing. Wepner hasn't hit him behind the head, except for punches that have missed, that have tried to hit him in the face. Ali wants that fight inside, and now Ali has got to the referee, Tony Perez, who does finally do what Ali told him to do and warn Chuck Wepner. Ali pushes the forearm in the face of Wepner. Wepner looking for a shot. Wepner trying to punch inside, get that right hand to the face of Muhammad Ali. Ali continues to yell, trying to psych Wepner all the way, but Wepner will hear nothing of it. There's the bell, ending round one. We'll go first to Red Fox. Red, let's hear what you have to say about the first round.
Well, it was a very exciting round, and he did hit him a few times there back in the head, but he reacted. A lot of it is sight. Muhammad is the champion of that. He's magic.
He loves to do it, Red. There's no question about it. And James, how about your first round opinions?
Well, my opinion is Ali's really just having a ball. I hope that the luck don't go too far playing, but he seemed to be having a ball and seemed to have it well under control.
Okay, we have a replay coming up here, and take a look and see who does the hitting behind the head here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tony Perez trying to separate. Now, to the best of my knowledge, that was Muhammad Ali that was unloading the illegal shots.
Yeah, those are illegal shots, definitely.
What else?
You'll probably lose that round on the illegal shots, too.
Well, it depends on if they do penalize him for him or not is a big question, but certainly to goodness, Muhammad Ali was no more the winner of that round than Chuck Wepner was. Wepner is unmarked. Neither fighter's been down. Here we go, round two. Bob Sheridan along with Red Fox and James Brown in the ring. The champion of the world, Muhammad Ali, and the challenger, Chuck Wepner of Bayonne, New Jersey. Wepner is trying to work to the face of Ali, trying to set him up. Ali still hasn't thrown any combination punches, hasn't done a thing. Laying on the ropes a la Zaire, where he allowed George Foreman to punch himself out. Wepner is taking some good shots now, right to the midsection of Muhammad Ali. Ali will do this. He likes to let his sparring partners hit to his midsection. The man can't be hurt downstairs or along the side of the body. Wepner pulls back and says, come on, Ali, fight me. Ali still has only thrown one punch, and that one missed. That was in the first round. We're in round number two. Ali again goes to the back of the head. Tony Perez looks at Ali, warns him. Ali yells right back at Perez. Perez is a good referee, and he won't be intimidated by Ali. He's no stranger to championship fights. Is Ali's first right hand, which just catches the ear of Chuck Wepner. Ali holding his fist right up by his head just to protect himself. There's a real vicious right hand. Just grazed the chin of Wepner. Ali will be able to hit Wepner. Ali's got tremendous snap, tremendous hand speed. Ali has lost his foot speed. You'll see him occasionally towards the latter moments of a round. There's a good right hand that goes just off the left cheek of Chuck Wepner. Best punch in the fight to this point. Wepner's not to this point been able to get through to the head of Ali. Ali, a master at covering up. Ali can keep it in arm's distance. So far, we haven't seen that famous left jab of Ali. Ali standing in. This reminds me so much of Zaire. As Ali allowed George Foreman, then heavyweight champ, to come in and do exactly what Chuck Wepner is doing now. I remind you, Wepner has never been down. Wepner has never been off his feet. Ali landed a good combination of left and a right hand to the face of Chuck Wepner. Ali roughhousing it around now, round 2. Chuck Wepner fighting for his life. Ali out there like it was a tea party to him. There's a good, real good left hook. Right side of the head of Chuck Wepner, thrown by Ali. Ali goes over the head now. Wepner continues to work downstairs, tries to get through with a left jab to the face. Good combination of punches. That's an under and over with a left jab follow-up for Ali, a 3-punch combination. Ali now flicking that left hand in the face of Chuck Wepner. He invites Wepner in. Watch the hand speed, the difference in the speed of the hand of Ali and the slowness of Wepner. Wepner does not have good hand speed. Ali has tremendous hand speed. Just a wild, vicious right hand miss. Ali dropped a quick hook and then a quick straight jab to the face of Chuck Wepner. Okay, guys, now Red Fox, you can see what we're talking about. Ali does have the ability to get through.
Into Webner's nose, like that time he almost swallowed his mouthpiece. With such a jab, wow.
That's it.
That's too much. I get so excited. What a jab he had. More power in the right, most by the right hand.
We've got some replays coming up here. Now watch Ali. Watch the jabs here, James, there's one that just sends the face right back of Wepner. There's the right hand that spins the head around. Wepner desperately tries to fire back. Watch this left. Bang, right on the button. Wepner doesn't stagger or anything. He's just knocked his head down. This guy's got an 18.5-inch neck, which means the concussion factor is very important.
Yeah.
Chuck Wepner now, to this point, Red, can you see over there? His face doesn't look marked to me.
No, it's not marked at all. And I just heard his manager, Braverman, telling Chuck Wepner to stop trying to throw combinations, you know, and just try to get that right hand into his left kidney.
Well, here we go with round 3. Ali comes out again. A lot of the promoters like Chris Dundee and Irwin Schiff of New York City, Chris, of course, of Miami Beach, they think that this fight could be a better fight than most people do. They know the business. But right now, Ali is definitely beating Chuck Wepner to the punch. Ali can do it with that left hand. It's a famous left hand. It doesn't have the same speed he had 5 years ago, but he's got plenty of speed for Chuck Wepner. All Wepner will be able to handle. Wepner taking shots in the face, and now if you notice, Wepner's gloves are beginning to drop down a little bit. He's not holding them up around the face, which Ali wanted to do, and now Ali is bouncing the left hand. That's about 3 in this round so far, right off the face of Chuck Wepner. Ali hitting him with ease. Ali is not allowing Wepner to come inside now. Ali has felt him out. He knows what he's doing. Now he goes back to the ropes, forcing Wepner to look bad, forcing Wepner to miss. Ali knows exactly what he's doing, yelling back in the corner now to Al Braverman and Patty Flood in the corner of Wepner. Wepner tries to get a shot off to the heart of Ali, and it misses. Wepner being very awkward looking, but it's not all his fault. He is an awkward fighter. He'll admit that to you, but Ali makes a man look awkward. Chuck is trying to get through the head. Ali hanging on. There he goes, hitting him behind the head again. It looks like Tony Perez has warned Ali to stop it. I could read the lips of referee Tony Perez, and he said, definitely stop it, Ali. Stop hitting behind the head. Wepner is not at all shaken by this emotionally. Wepner's a tough cookie, and don't you forget it. kid came to fight. Ali clearly has much more fluid motion, much more ability. It's clear that he's getting through with the jab now. It's clear he won round number 2. It's clear he's ahead in round 3. We're midway through round 3. This is a heavyweight championship fight slated for 15 rounds. And the big question is, can Ali knock out this man? Many people say no. The exhaustion factor, as it was in round 8 in Kinshasa, Zaire, could be the same difference. To this point, although Wepner's been hit a lot, he looks just as fresh as can be. He is red around the face from those jabs of Ali. There's a good combination. Another 3 full punches to the face of Wepner, but Wepner not visibly shaken as he continues to come in. This man does not back up. 4 punches landed that time, a 4-punch combination by Ali. Starts off his left hand by movement to the left. Goes underneath with the right, comes back to the head with the left, and he followed up with the right that time. Wepner is not getting through with these punches. Now Ali pulls him in. Every time Wepner comes close to the back of the ear or the back of the head, Ali bounces him off the back of the head. There's the bell ending round 3. Okay, we're going to have a replay coming up here. James, let you take a look at it along with everybody else around the world. Watch Ali. Here's the first one. The right hand. Now there's the left that lands right there. The right comes back, spins the head around. He felt that for sure. Now watch this. Another left, light left, but it does spin the head around, so a glancing blow. But that one, again, a light, 2 light shots there towards the end. And the last 2 punches did spin his head, but I think he was kind of rolling with the punches a little bit. Red, as we take a look now at Ali, he looks like he's just out there for the tea party that he thinks he came to.
He's hardly even breathing. You know, he's so calm, everything. It's just unbelievable, that condition.
Well, one thing about Bob, Chuck, he still can take a punch. I give him credit for that. The man,
Red, again, you can
still
see,
at himself.
You can see that corner fine. It doesn't look like any marks on Wepner as we go to round 4. Ali dances across the ring, almost tiptoes across the ring, trying to make a joke out of this, but this is not psyching Chuck Wepner. Wepner is ready for this. He told me he's been a competitor for 25 years in football and basketball in the Marine Corps, but none of that means anything when you're taking straight jabs like those last 2 off the gloves of Muhammad Ali. The flicking left jab, the accumulation of punches that can be deadly when they're thrown by the champion of the world, Muhammad Ali. Ali again is doing what he did in Zaire. He's allowing this big 6'5", 225-pound giant to come in on him, but he covers himself so well that no damage is done to him at all. And now all of a sudden Perez, the referee, warns Wepner about hitting Ali from behind. Ali may have a few people psyched around here, but he doesn't have Wepner psyched. Wepner hanging on with the left hand and getting out some kidney shots with the right. Ali standing flat-footed. Ali with that light left can make a man look awkward when he goes to throw that right hand. Ali's hand speed looks tremendous because of the fact that Wepner is slow with his hands. You can see him as Ali beat him with the left hand coming from Wepner. Ali beat him with a quick right hand. Left hand right in the face of Wepner. It stops him in his tracks. Sometimes it bounces his head, but visibly unshaken is Chuck Wepner. Wepner has tremendous confidence in himself, tremendous determination in his eyes. Ali hanging onto the head. This is his tactic. This is no mistake. This is not sloppy fighting. This is what Ali likes to do. He hangs on. Meanwhile, he protects himself. There's no place a man can hit him unless he can come in with an uppercut. We're supposed to see what they were calling the Ali Whopper, the bolo punch that made so famous. Now Ali is complaining again to Perez. And again, Ali, as soon as he complains, goes over and starts hitting Wepner behind the head. Tony Perez this time warns Ali. Ali yells back. Perez is not going for some of the guff that Ali would like him to take. Neither is Wepner. Ali is scoring with the left hand and beginning to build up points now. We're in round 4. That right hand looked better than it was. It was a glancing blow across the chin of Ali, but no serious ramifications of that shot. Wepner, awkward, bull, moves in. put the strain on the neck and lean on him. Ali not looking tired at all. He's in better physical shape than what some of the pre-fight publicity would lead you to believe. There's a good right hand that spun the head around. The bell sounds. Neither fighter, that was nothing dirty there at all, folks. That was, neither fighter heard the bell. Red, you got something to say there about that?
No, I'm all choked up.
You're all choked up, huh?
Yeah.
What's choking you up, Red?
Well, I mean, to watch this guy take punches like that, you know, from Muhammad is, you know, he can really take a good punch, you know, and he doesn't seem to be able to give back, you know, in truth, you know, a real, you know, look at his misses.
Look at these shots here. There's Wepner's head getting bounced around. There's another shot there right in the ear. And the right hand from underneath the arm, you got to be really strong to get a punch off like that. There's the wild hand. Ali misses that punch, spun the head around. When you see that, there's some sort of concussion going around inside. As we look at Wepner's face, Red, I don't see it visibly marked, except for redness and puffiness a little bit.
Well, it's not too much. You can't tell too much from that, because going into the first round, he had the same look in his eyes, that puffiness, you know. I think he's sticking a glove right in.
Here we go, round 5. James Brown, Red Fox, and Bob Sheridan here at ringside. Heavyweight champion Muhammad Ali, the challenger Chuck Wepner, Bayonne, New Jersey. Ali looking like he's stalking his man, only he's backing up, holding that left hand down and now throwing right hands. In the first round in Kinshasa, Ali threw 3 right hands and snapped the head back to George Foreman and surprised him. Ali fighting with 1 hand now. Wepner is not psyched by this stuff, not visibly psyched at all. He comes in, he's a tough kid. He's taking punishment, yes, from that left hand of Ali. Ali is building points up. Ali is beating him with a punch. But Wepner is tough. It's a big man, a strong fella. His best punch, by the way, is his right hand, but he hasn't got it off real good yet. Ali definitely his best punch is that left jab that just accumulates punches over a period of rounds. Amazing speed with the left hand. He can deliver it from where it is right now, the hip. He may have missed that right hand so quickly, snapped on the ear, the left ear of Chuck Wepner as Ali was backing up. Ali not taking the fight to Wepner. Wepner throwing those roundhouse punches and those haymakers, as they call them. This is a good place when you're out in this township out here right next to the farm. Ali now hitting Wepner at will, making him look awkward, making his punches look ever so much slower. Ali now dances. He hasn't danced since the very opening second of the first round. Ali will do this to psych not only his opponents, but referees and judges. The fans love it, of course, to see Ali move like this. Beautiful left jab. And left over the shoulder of attacking Wepner. Looks like Wepner has a little bit of a bloody nose now, as I notice some red stuff trickling from the nostril. There's that left jab right in the face that got to Wepner. Wepner again looking awkward, slow. Ali, that quick twist to his body is what they call slipping punches. This makes him the masterful boxer that he is. Making Wepner look bad. Wepner throws booming punches, wild punches, but so far no real damage done. We're in round number 5. Neither fighter has been down. Wepner has never been down in his career. You can't say the same thing for Muhammad Ali. Ali giving Chuck Wepner a boxing lesson in round 5. Ali lunging almost with his left. He comes right off his feet. Wepner continues to come in. Ali in that traditional, famous Ali style of circling to his left, and now it's becoming equally famous, leaning on ropes, as Wepner takes his best shots to the ribcage of Muhammad Ali. Here we go, round 6. The heavyweight champion Muhammad Ali working against Chuck Wepner, giving him a boxing lesson through round 5. We're in round 6. Wepner game continues to come on. To this point, nothing really exciting to this point. But you get the feeling that anytime Ali wants to turn it on, he can do so. Fact remains, and I'll continue to remind you, Chuck Wepner has never been off his feet. That's not a bad record. He has been cut many times, over 200 stitches on his face, but only 8 since that operation 2.5 years ago. Ali doing what he does best now, You know what he's doing, folks? He's resting. You can see that. You don't need me to tell you. He's leaning up against the ropes and covering up. People in the Richfield, Ohio Coliseum are booing Ali, but you can't boo a man for something like this because Ali is doing what he does best, cruises during some rounds. He'll put on a flurry before this round's over. Best punch of the fight thrown by Wepner in that particular time, but Ali had his gloves to catch most of the brunt of it. Ali's hands are so quick and he can counter so fast that it makes it very difficult for the big, slow, lumbering, awkward Chuck Wepner. And I don't say that criticizing the man because I admire his courage. Ali has only thrown 2 combinations in the fight. Both of them were devastating series of punches. Ali just doing exactly what he did to George Foreman, allowing the big guy to come in, trying to make him punch himself out. I think it's obvious to you exactly what Ali's doing. Ali is catching his breath right now. That's Wepner working on Ali, leaning up against the ropes. Ali sitting on the ropes as Wepner continues to throw away the leather. That right hand again taken on the gloves of Ali. Wepner has not been able to hurt Ali in any manner at all. He's landed a couple of pretty good punches, trying to get through with an uppercut. Ali protects with the uppercut. He protects his midsection with his elbows, protects his head with his gloves in such a manner that the only place that Wepner could actually hit him is right behind the ear or in a rabbit punch type of thing, and it is frustrating to a guy like Wepner, and he does it. And then Ali complains to the official and hits him back. Ali is doing nothing but resting, and you're going to see, and I'd say about 4 or 5 seconds here, maybe 10 seconds, Ali break out with a flurry of punches because we're getting to the waning moments of round number 6, and this is when Ali usually picks up the pace a little bit. Ali is famous for the last 30 seconds of his round because that's when he wins a lot of rounds. To this point, Wepner has won the round, but now here we go with a flurry. Here's Ali with a closing flurry at the end of the round number 6, and you'd almost have to score that an even round because Ali did nothing.
Bob, it's really still an exciting fight. It's a funny thing about a family man when he got a big punch, it's hard to tell which way it's going. It's really hard.
Well,
even though by points, Ali, if he could keep it up, he would still win. But this man still have a big punch, and you can see he's holding it.
I think the important thing to point out here as we look at them working on the Al Braverman, furiously working on his fighter over there, is that Wepner is not cut. Ali on the other corner here, you see him, James, he's just enjoying himself. He doesn't even look like he's breathing hard. Now he's off his stool.
Yeah, I noticed Chuck Wepner has very little in the left hand. You know, the jab.
Very small hands as well. Very small hands, too.
Yeah. I saw his hands.
Well, here we go. Round 7. Ali is out in front. 2 rounds have been even the first round, and perhaps the 6th round were even rounds. Now Ali goes to work with the jab again in the face of Chuck Wepner. Ali flicking out that left hand as he's so famous for. Many people question whether this fight would go to the 7th round as we're in now. But a lot of people had enough doubt to wonder because guys like Dick Young, Milt Richmond, Will Grimsley, Dave Condon, Red Smith, Dave Anderson, Vic Siegel, Reggie Gutteridge is over here from England. They're all here because you never know. Who would have dreamed what would have happened by Kenny Norton to Muhammad Ali? A lot of people didn't dream Ali could beat George Foreman after what he did to Kenny Norton. Ali is coasting now. He knows he can hit his man at will, and he does. 2 quick left hands in the face of Wepner. Watch the right hand. Ali will set up, you jab with the left, and then he'll get off a 3 or 4 punch combination. He hasn't thrown a combination since back in about the 4th round. But this time, Ali likes to establish that he's in charge of the fight. Notice Ali with very little footwork, but tremendous slipping of the punches. He leaned back and dropped the right hand over the left hand of Wepner. Ali hanging on, pulls Wepner in, tries to make that 18.5-inch neck of Wepner tired, so when his punches bounce off the head will snap. It's Ali's tactics. They're brilliant boxer. This man was born to fight. Wepner is a street brawler. Tough kid. A lot of courage. And he continues to stalk Ali as Ali begins to bounce, continually circling to his left. Continually circling to his left. This is what Ali did in the old days. Every once in a while, he'd take that quick shuffle step back to the right and drop a right hand over the left shoulder. Watch him now. Again, Ali working on the neck. Referee Tony Perez has to beat Johnny on the spot with this man. Ali goes to the right hand again. Feints left, throws the right hand. Misses with the left jab. Wepner wild with the right hand. Over the... Ali misses 2 light lefts. That's something you wouldn't see in the old days. Now it looks like Wepner may possibly have a cut above the eye. I think I see some red stuff. It might possibly be hair. No, Wepner is cut above the eye. It looks like a pretty good gash, too. He's got a good gash above his left eye. All right, this becomes a very important factor in the fight now. Red, see if you can see over there just what's going on in that corner.
Yeah, it is a cut over the eye, and they're applying some sort of liquid. Undoubtedly, it'll put some salve of some kind and draw it together.
Well, they're going to try and keep this together, and again, Wepner hasn't been seriously cut like this in the past 2.5 years since he had that operation, but then again, in fighting guys like Randy Newman and Billy Newport and Ernie Terrell and Billy Williams and Charlie Polite and Terry Hinkey, you're not talking about fighting the champion of the world, Muhammad Ali, who's got so much power with that left hand. Ali's not even sitting down.
Well, it don't seem that Ali's very tired at all. He's not tired at all. But Chuck is beginning to get a little slower. And like you say, Ali's definitely a legend because he's so sharp until he even make any good fighter looks like he's awkward. Very sharp man, very sharp.
It's a big thing, James.
Very sharp.
Here we go, round number 8. This might just be the round. Round number 8. Bob Sheridan along with Red Fox and James Brown to bring you this heavyweight championship fight. Neither fighter has been down, but now we definitely know that Chuck Wepner has a bad gash above his left eye. Ali at one time in the pre-fight said that he wouldn't work to the head of Chuck Wepner, but what kind of a fight would that be? Wepner's tough. Ali flicks out that left hand right on the eye. Again, the left hand right on the eye again. Now Ali has the confident look as he bounces around. He's looking for his shots. He's slipping back to his right now, and he's trying to get off to that left eye of Chuck Wepner. Now Wepner says, come on in. Wepner is not psyched out by Ali one bit. Unfortunately for him, he has got a cut. Don't underestimate the courage of Chuck Wepner. Don't underestimate the toughness of Chuck Wepner. Don't underestimate the speed and power and absolute tremendous boxing ability of Muhammad Ali either. Ali dancing around now like he used to when he was a kid. He can't do this for 15 rounds anymore, but against a guy as slow as Wepner, he can do it anytime he wants. Big bouncing circles to the left. Ali now will take a quick shot. All right. Evidently, there was some sort of a kick there, and Ali and Wepner made friends over that one. Ali knows he's in command now, James.
Very close, very respected, they're very fantastic people.
Wepner tries to come in. Ali doing exactly what he does best. Bring the big guy's head down, put the pressure on his neck, tire the man out. We're in round 8. Neither fighter has been down. Wepner was cut in the 7th round. Pretty open gash. He's got excellent cornermen. Whether they can keep it shut for the next several rounds is the big question now. Wepner wants to get in Ali, and Tony Perez, hang on for a minute, I'll let you at him. In he comes. Ali hanging on. Ali's corner people yelling, come on, Ali, get off the ropes and end this thing. Wepner wants no part of even the thought of anybody ending this fight. Cut is trickling down by that eye. They've done a pretty good job on it because it really hasn't opened up too bad in round 8. Red Fox loves what he sees going on here. Definite Muhammad Ali fan, I'd have to say that. Drew Bandini Brown, the clown of the corner of Muhammad Ali, as we watch Ali work to that eye of Chuck Wepner. Wild right hand missed again. There's the bell, ending round 8. You have a better view of it than I have.
I believe that, like you said, the circus is doing a very good job in his corner, but I don't think, I don't know. It's really kind of hard to see. It's a pretty bad cut he got there. But they seem to be keeping it under control.
If they can continue to keep it under control, that's a big thing. But Red Fox...
but Ali seemed to be punching at him each time he get a chance.
I know that you like to watch that corner of Ali, and I guess there's just no question as we look at Wepner that the big factor now is definitely the cut above the left eye of Chuck Wepner. Ali is in complete command boxing-wise.
Yeah, how long they'll let it go is serious business here now, because with that cut over his eye, you know, and over a 3-minute period bleeding into it now, and it's going to be very difficult for him to see out of that eye.
The big problem is the accumulation of punches, James, that you know from boxing a little bit yourself.
Yep. Seems Ali don't know karate, but he sure knows the razor.
That's it. He's got razor slashing ability with that left hand, and he continues to work to the eye of Chuck Wepner in round number 9, the early moments. Neither fighter down. Neither fighter really hurt, except for the fact that we do have that cut opened up over the eye of Chuck Wepner. It's right across his eyebrow. It was back a little bit further towards the corner. It could hang down in his eye and really close it up. His eye is puffy all around his eye, above and below it, but it's not shut yet. As long as it stays open, this fight will continue, and Ali will continue to give him a boxing lesson. Wepner comes in. Ali still has only thrown about 3 or 4 combinations in the entire fight. Wepner just can't get through the way Ali knows how to protect himself, and Ali will give him his ribs. Ali can take his best shots. Wepner has a glazed look in his eye, like he's beginning to tire, and dragging his right foot behind him a little bit as Ali continues to bounce around a little bit. Feint both ways by Wepner, but nothing with the type of movement, the fluidity that Muhammad Ali would have when he does the same type of thing. Beginning to see the blood spurting across the eye of Chuck Wepner. Wepner turning his head away from Ali now when he puts that left in his face. It's the right hand that you're going to have to watch out for, because when Ali unloads that on top of that cut, it'll split it wide open. We'll look for right hand momentarily. Wepner walks right into the left jab of Ali. Wepner not concerned with the left jab at all. He just takes the punch. Ali feints the top part of his body back and slips a punch to his left. Oh, a vicious shot to the rib of Muhammad Ali, and what a surprise. Chuck Wepner gets to the body of Muhammad Ali. Now let's see what happens here. We get a count up to 6, 7, and now it's the mandatory 8 count. Muhammad Ali actually went down. A vicious right hand thrown by Wepner. Ali is now going to have to get off his punches and start the fight. This is no joke. Ali was surprised. The big surprise was the fact that it was a right hand that dropped Ali right over the heart. It was exactly where he hit him. Ali has horsed around, and he's been warned by his corner not to do that. Ali sat right down on his seat. 225-pound man, and Wepner. Now watch Ali go to work. Ali is aggravated. It looks like Wepner is in trouble. Now he's staggering. Ali goes to work with the right hand. He's got Wepner in trouble. Wepner comes out again. Wepner fighting for his life, but Ali is throwing lashing shots. Overhand right to the eye. There's the left hook. Another left hook. Misses. Wepner continues to come on in the waning seconds of round number 9. Ali's final 30-second flurry is not going to be enough to win him the round, though. Wepner's faces a great round of boxing.
That was a fantastic round.
Okay, watch this now. Muhammad Ali and Chuck Wepner. Watch Wepner with his right hand where he hits Ali, right by the heart. Just watch for the punch. There's the left hand that sends him back. Now watch this punch. Bang! And it caught Ali by total surprise. Watch it again. Watch it again. Bang! He catches him. Ali turned. It caught him just by the ribcage, right next to the heart. That can surprise a guy.
You know, I saw that, but the only way I could get to it was by the playback. And you can go right here, you're very sharp. You can call it right off, right on the button, and I can't see how you can do that. But you, hey, man, I think I'll stick with my business, you know? You really know this thing. Well, I would have argued against that, you know? The playback, instant playback is what we need.
Here we go, round number 10. Muhammad Ali will come out. You'll watch him go to work in this round now because he doesn't like the fact that he was set on the canvas. Ali will definitely go to work here. He's not happy with the fact, and Angelo Dundee was absolutely screaming at him. We're in round 10. Ali was down in round 9. Ali will definitely pick up the pace now. He does not like the humiliation of being down on the canvas. Wepner put him down. Who would have believed that? Wepner is cut, though. Don't forget, back in the 7th round, Ali opened up a gash over the left eye of Chuck Wepner. The biggest surprise to this fight, 2 big surprises, that it's in the 10th round and that Muhammad Ali was down in the 9th round. Well, it was definitely a loss of balance when Ali did go down. There's no question about it. Ali hitting Wepner pretty much at will, though, now. Ali is much more serious. You can see that determination in his eye. The determination you see when he's fighting somebody that he thinks he's got a problem with. Good right hand dropped right on that bad eye of Chuck Wepner by Ali. Ali is trying to end the thing. A vicious left that cut Wepner right on the button, staggering him to the side, but Wepner stays on his feet. Now Wepner hangs on. The first time that I've actually seen Wepner go to hang with Ali. We're in the 10th round. Ali scoring with both hands to the face of Chuck Wepner. Good right hand, good combination of punches. Wepner is very, very tired now. He's a tired human being, but he continues to come on to Ali. Does not have the bounce in his legs. His knees are gone, but Ali is scoring with the good lefts and rights. You can see that the knees are gone on Wepner right now. If he can drop that right like he just did that time, it's going to be a real tough thing for Wepner to do anything here. The story in the fight to this point, a surprise knockdown. Ali went down, hit the canvas, both feet up in the 9th, but Ali has picked up the pace here in the 10th. Now we notice that left eye of Wepner is really turning into a serious mouse, as they call it. It's closing right up. A lot of people around the world didn't expect this fight to go beyond 4, 5, or 6. Nobody expected Ali to hit the canvas in this fight. Everybody expected Wepner to get cut, and he is cut. So you never know in a championship fight. Ali is in complete command. He just slipped that time. It's a new canvas. They have got fairly heavy rosin on it, but Ali slipped just a little bit. Waning seconds now of round 10, and there is the bell ending round 10. Go ahead, James. I'll let you talk about Muhammad Ali, whose cornermen are not pleased with what he's done to this point.
Well, Ali, I think, is very serious at this point. I believe that the fight can't last much longer if it's Ali has anything to do with it, because right at this point, Ali's a very serious man. It has become all business now.
Now we'll switch over, James, excuse me, we'll switch over now to red and see what you can see on Chuck Wepner here.
Well, he's standing in front there right now. It's still that eye that's giving him trouble. And I think Muhammad is taking a little bit more serious stand, because he's really trying to get it over with.
Well, Ali is definitely serious, there's no question about it. Wepner is puffy, but the cut they seem to have under pretty good control, Red, from what I can see. There's the 10-second warning buzzer. We're going to round 11.
Like the old word said, Bob, he's serious. Ali is serious as cancer, and more direct as a heart attack is right at this point.
You are exactly right there. James Brown, Red Fox, and Bob Sheridan here at ringside. In the ring, Muhammad Ali and Chuck Wepner. Ali down in the 9th round, but still clearly in command of this fight to this point. Ali is not tired. Wepner is tired. Ali has scored many more punches. A surprise knockdown in the 9th round so far has been the story. Ali hit the canvas. Ali has so much pride, something like this he doesn't like, and I'm surprised that he hasn't picked up the pace more. Because again, he's been warned by Angelo Dundee, his manager, his trainer over there in the corner, by Herbert Mohammed, his actual manager, not to fool around. Ali did toy, he did fool in the early rounds. Didn't throw combinations. And now we see a cut has just opened up in the corner of the right eye, so that means Wepner has cuts in both eyes now. Left eye is really puffy and closing up over and under as Ali puts that left hand right on the button, right on that left eye again. Ali, of course, in the white trunks. That's Wepner in the red, white, and blue. Facing you now, trying desperately. You can see the courage of this guy. He wants Ali so bad he can taste him, but he just doesn't have the ability to do with his hands what Ali does have the God-given ability to do with his own. Great uppercut by Ali. First one in the fight. We're supposed to see some of those uppercuts, but that's the first one we saw. Left hook to the side of the head of Wepner. Another left hook which opens up that cut a little bit more to the right side. Short right hand glancing off the cheek of Wepner. Wepner tries to fight back, trying to get his left hand through, but he can't. Ali hangs on to the neck, fighting the fight that he wants to fight. Wepner has blood around both eyes, blood on his forehead. That's just from the cuts on the eye. Ali working on the eyes now. Flicking just stiff left jabs to the face of Chuck Wepner. You see the determination that we didn't see earlier in the eye of Ali. Ali is dead serious now. He's not fooling around. Ali suddenly realized that he might have a little bit of a fight on his hand. Wepner, although he's splattering blood around the ring here, is still coming back because I noticed that his knees look to be a little bit stronger than they were in the last round. Ali drops it right on him again, though. Wepner continues to come on, though. Wepner hangs on, tries to work to that rib cage of Muhammad Ali. It was a right hand that dropped Ali. There's a real crisp right hand and a left. Here's a combination of punches now, ending the round. That bell ends round 11. Ali again had command of that round the entire way. Now watch this final combination as we see it coming up here, James. Ali loves to do this towards the tail end of the round because if it's a close round, he thinks he can win the round by doing this. Go ahead.
I noticed that he, right at the tail end of the round, he really poured it on.
That is a good right hand there to the side of Wepner's cheek. Wepner desperately tries to get back, does kind of get one behind the ear, but there's a shot up underneath the rib cage of Wepner and a good left hand there that spun the head around. All these punches keep Wepner off balance.
Bob, like I said, Ali's really serious as cancer at this point, but it's something else that kind of bothers me, the fact that Wepner just won't go down.
Wepner has never been down in his career. Ali's been down in this fight. He was down, most famous knockdown against Joe Frazier in 1971. It's strange to point out we're in the month of March that Muhammad Ali lost two fights both in the month of March to Joe Frazier in 71 and Ken Norton in 73. I don't want to mislead you. He's not behind in this fight, and he's dead serious now in round 12. Scheduled for 15, a heavyweight championship of the world at stake. Muhammad Ali is out in front of the fight clearly, but he has been knocked down. The people who make it their business to make odds would never have picked 12 or 13 rounds or even 11 or 12 rounds. We're in the 12th round, the early moments. Ali in command with his punches. Wepner very tough, hanging in there, cut over both eyes. Bad cut over the left eye, a slight gash by the right eye.
Come on, step back.
Red Fox just found out that there is blood coming from the eye because it's splattered on his suit. They have the press dressed in red outfits around here to, I don't know if it means anything. Ali looked awkward that time, and Wepner holds his arms out and says, "Go on, champ, is that the best you can do?" Wepner's a tough kid, there's no doubt about it. I have tremendous respect for the courage of this man. Ali has no respect for his ability. There's a speck of blood on Ali's cheek, but I'm sure it's from Wepner. Ali likes to tie up the big man and walk with him to rest, but Ali is very crisp, beating Wepner to the punch badly with both hands, right hand and left hand. Tony Perez has done an excellent job keeping this thing in command. In the early rounds, Ali tried his roughhouse tactics. Wild right hand, no damage done by Wepner. Wepner continues to throw his roundhouse punches, has not scored to the face of Ali at all. Ali completely unmarked, doesn't even look tired, really. Wepner's a tired fellow, but a courageous fellow, taking the combinations of Ali. Ali really knows how to stay off the punches and on the ropes and tie a guy up. Oh, good left hand and a vicious right, and a light left hand again to the face of Wepner. Ali's hand speed is the whole story here. The left jab continually in the face of Chuck Wepner. Ali feints to the right and then drops a quick lightning left to the eye again of Wepner. Wepner comes in, tries to throw that wild right, but does go over the shoulder of Ali. Ali ties him up when he gets in close. The right eye is looking bad, but not bad enough to me to stop the fight yet. But all it'll take is one right hand, and Ali can split that thing wide open. Ali is trying to set up his right. There it is. He dropped the right hand over the left shoulder of Wepner. We're in the waning seconds now, around 12.
I can't believe it.
There's the bell, ending round 12. Well, here we go, round 13, and nobody believed it would be this much of a fight. Ali toyed in the early, let's say the first 5 or 6 rounds. He landed a few combinations. Perez wants both of them. Wepner continued to come on. Wepner continues to try and come back as the blood squirts around us here at ringside. Fred, you'll be all right. That won't hurt you. Muhammad Ali can hit Wepner anytime he wants, any place he wants. Wepner cannot return the favor as much as he wants to. Tony Perez separates the two fighters. Ali bouncing around on the white trunks to the left of his screen. Wepner, red, white, and blue, flicks out the left, but just doesn't hit the target. He tickets more punches to the head of Ali that don't land, but Ali just doesn't miss too often with his. There's the left again, right on that eye. Ali is just working the eye at Chuck Wepner. Wepner, courageous, continues to come on. Looks awkward. Ali ties him up. Ali, captain of the ship. Very well put by James Brown. Oh! Real strong punch there that caught Wepner off balance. It was a slight uppercut that staggered him around to his right that time and sent him up against the ropes, but Ali didn't follow up. Not like the Ali of old. Is continuing to hang on, continuing to conserve energy. I remember a fight a few years ago when Oscar Bonavena fought Ali, a very similar fight, and then dropped him in the 15th round. Oscar Bonavena fought the same courageous type of fight but couldn't deliver. Good left uppercut to the head, that time right in the face of Wepner. Again, the left uppercut. It's coming a feint that time. It stopped Wepner in his tracks. It's not the punch, the feint. Ali has all the movements. Wepner is sloppy looking, tired, awkward. Ali scoring with the left. Ali drops the right hand on him now. Again the left, the right hand combination. Wepner just continues to come in, backs Ali up against the rope. We're in round 13. Now Wepner complains about Ali hitting him behind the head. Haven't seen anything dirty at all as far as I'm concerned, thrown from Wepner. Ali now picks up the pace. There's a couple of uppercuts, and here's the famous combinations of Ali. This last few seconds flurry, which he's famous for at the end of every round. In the waning moments of round 13. There's the bell ending round 13. And as I told you early in the fight, Ali will continue to do this. That clearly makes him the winner of that round because he picks up the pace and really drops the combinations that convince everybody that he's in complete command, which he is.
Bob, I'm expecting a turnaround this time. I think at the beginning of this next round, I believe Ali's going to go for broke from the beginning of the round. He played it very well, very safe, and very scientific.
Watch this now. Wepner kind of staggers. This is what Ali is famous for. Wepner is just sloppy. He's staggering all over the place as Ali continues to put punches on him. Watch that. There's the uppercut, the right hand, and the left right back. Ali's hand speed is outstanding. You can see it there so clearly.
Ali remind me of the days of Joe Louis.
Here we are now over at Chuck Wepner's corner, and Red Fox has been looking in there and can tell you that they've got those eyes very much under control for the size of the gash. Angelo Dundee and Drew Brown working on Ali. There's the bell.
Bob, did you ever watch Ezra Charles in his heyday?
Yes, I did.
Ali got that same kind of razor.
Oh, there's a combination. You're right. Ali has picked up the pace here in round 14. A reminder, Ali has been down. Wepner has not been down. Ali in a surprise punch was flattened in the 9th round. But now Ali is definitely picking up the pace. Here he goes. He wants to end it. The knees are gone on Wepner. He's in definite trouble as Ali continues to drop those punches in that closing, ever so closing left eye of Chuck Wepner. Ali bounces the left hand off the face of Chuck Wepner. Wepner stands flat-footed as Ali takes his shot at will. He can drop it anytime he wants. Watch out for the right hand combination. Ali starts with a slip to the left. He'll drop the left hand under the rib cage and the right hand over the left shoulder of Chuck Wepner. You might see it in this round. He may drop it on that left eye of Wepner. Here they are right above our video techniques point here in the Coliseum in Richfield, Ohio. Ali clearly ahead in the fight. We're in round 14. Muhammad Ali, Chuck Wepner. Nobody but nobody said that this fight could go 15 rounds. It hasn't gone 15. We're in 14, and nobody believed it would be there either. Nobody believed Ali would go down. Ali has been down. Wepner has never been down in this fight or in his career. However, Wepner is struggling. Ali is using his wrestling tactics. Cut over the left eye is very puffy, a big gash. Not a lot of blood coming out, much to the credit of Al Braverman, Patty Flood, people in the corner of very courageous Chuck Wepner. Tough kid. Tries to deliver a blow back to the heart of Ali, but that time it didn't do the damage. Ali continues circling left, looking for his opportunity to drop that right hand in there. He'll do it off the left hook when he does it. Ali trying to keep him at punching distance now, which tells me that Ali wants to finish this thing right now. Wepner comes back with a punch of his own, but Ali crosses with a right of his own and snaps the head again of Wepner. Ali definitely wants to finish it here. They're telling him in his corner go after him. Again, Wepner has not been down in the fight. He's staggering around the ring. Ali trying to put the finishing touches to Chuck Wepner, but Wepner continues to come on. Chuck Wepner at will throughout the fight. He picked up the pace, and now Ali is resting up against the ropes again. It's beginning to look like this fight is going to go through 15 rounds. We're in the waning seconds now of round number 14, and Ali caught Wepner with a vicious left. Wepner missing punches, Ali scoring punches. Right hand to the air, good combination of punches. Again, the flurry ending round 14. Round 15, the heavyweight championship of the world. People are on their feet at the Coliseum. They're seeing a better fight than they thought that they were going to see for their money. Muhammad Ali wants to knock this man out very, very badly. Wepner does not want to go down. Watch Ali pick up the pace now. There's a real vicious left with the right hand. Ali has the killer instinct in his eye. He wants a knockout. He smells a knockout. Chuck Wepner refuses to go down. He relentlessly continues to come on as Ali stalks his man, sets him up with vicious left hooks and crosses with the right hand. Ali has hit him about 10 times in this round already. Vicious lefts and very, very booming right hands. Ali is not famous for his booming right, but that left hand has cut the daylights out of Wepner. If he sets him up with a left, he'll drop Wepner with the right hand. Wepner's never been down. It's a tall task to ask of Ali now. Wepner is super tough. Ali has super ability. That's all there is to it. Ali wants a knockout. He wants to knock him out so bad. real tough left shot to the body of Wepner, trying to set him up. Ali is continuing to circle to his left. He'll take a quick shuffle step back to his right when he goes after the knockout. And then he'll drop that right hand over the left shoulder. But this time, Wepner comes back with a glancing blow that looked like it spun the head of Muhammad Ali, but Ali rolls with his punches oh so well. Tremendous, tremendous fighter is Muhammad Ali. You can't say enough about the courage of Chuck Wepner. Ali ties him up on the ropes. Wepner continuing to throw punches. Wepner has the look of a beaten man. His knees are gone. His face is bruised. Ali is perfectly spotless. But Ali cannot drop this man. He'll try and catch him off balance if he can, and if he'll do it, he'll drop it. He hasn't been able to do it to this point. Ali knows he's in command. He knows he's in the lead. And again, Ali was knocked down in the 9th round. Since then, it's been no joking around for Muhammad Ali. He has tried to drop Wepner. There's a good combination. Wepner's ready to go. He's ready to go. Ali comes on. Wepner's staggering. He's out on his feet right now. There's the combination. Ali has his man in trouble. Wepner attempting to hang on viciously. He's trying to hang on. He's out on his feet. Ali bumps him. A right hand off the left hook. Drops Chuck Wepner. The count is up to 4, up to 5, 6, 7, 8. The referee stops the fight. It'll be scored as a technical knockout. Muhammad Ali retains a heavyweight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by a technical knockout in 2 minutes 41 seconds of the 15th round, and still world heavyweight champion Muhammad Ali.